is taking his place. The parade commander is the head boy of the school, Faris Haider Zedi. Marcus Paul will be blown by the bugler, Bhavya Khanna and Iman Buller. Sound of the bugle show that the parade is ready, and the Nishan Rakshak Dal commander, deputy head boy and the Shivalik house captain, Abhinav Sohal, will be commanding the parade to the parade ground. School band under the command of the band leader Shabek Barar, playing the Sam Bahadur Quick March tune.
The fourth troop, which is the youngest among all, is made up of upper 5 boys, being commanded by the academic prefect Parth Pant. The third troop, which has all lower 6 boys, is commanded by Dilgiri House Captain Guneet Singh Talwar. The second troop is commanded by the school head girl Anandita Maini. The first troop, that is the Nishan Rakshak Dal, consisting of all upper 6 boys, is commanded by Shivalik House Captain and the deputy head boy Abhinav Sohal.
On the command of such, the individuals tell their positions to be be in sync with the troop.
Right marker, Sahaj Mehra, house captain of Himalaya House, playing the role of right marker, has checked the alignment of the parade. Karthik Grover, who is Shivalik House prefect, is marching towards the Nishan Toli to uncover the Nishan.
The Lawrence School Sanawar, formerly known as the Lawrence Royal Military School, was the first school ever, not excluding schools in the United Kingdom, to have been awarded the King's Colour as far as 1853. New colours, the King's and the school colours, were presented to the school in 1922 by His Royal Highness the Prince of Wales. Later, His Royal Highness King George VI. These flags were trooped for the last time in 1957 at a laying up of colours parade and laid to rest in the chapel. The previous school flag was presented by His Excellency the Most Honourable the Marquess of Linlithgow, Viceroy and Governor General of India at a presentation ceremony on 14 September 1914 and forms a link with narrations of old scenarios. This flag had been trooped on the occasion founders every year. It was trooped for the last time on 4th October 2005 and was replaced by the new school flag. Flags are symbols which embody the spirit of those who live under them. For Sanarians, they also embody all that is noble and honorable in the tradition of the school. Deputy Head Girl and House Captain of Himalaya House, Sonam Wangmo, and Shivalik House Prefect, Tanvi Kadian are the pilots of today's parade. May I request everyone to stand for the wreath laying ceremony.
Ah
chief guest to the saluting dais.
Pilots are leading forward to escort the chief guest for the parade inspection, followed by the headmaster and the parade commander. Saman Gaad Dhun will be played by the band while inspection. The Nishan Toli with Shiva Malawar, Ensign Officer 1 and Military House Prefect holding the Nishan, guarded by Raghav Lama and Kushal Khanna, Military House Prefect.
The Nishan Toli comprises the Nishan Officer and the Nishan Rakshak, resplendent in regalia, proudly bears the colors, which is the highest honor that a unit can aspire. The Nishan signifies the acknowledgement of the country of the school's contribution.
It's time for the band to display its expertise while playing May Blossom's slow march tune. Band leader Cbse Singh Barar, MI Prefect and Windsor House Captain is commanding the parade with great confidence. The band will play Swanee River tune on quick march.
that is the protectors of the school colors, are now marching towards the Nishan Toli, a change of flag bearers of Colonel Bogey. Vansh Bajaj, Himalaya House Prefect and Ensign Officer 2 is now taking the flag from Ensign Officer 1 to parade the colors. The Nishan Toli reminds the general public that honor and dignity are important themes and to stand to attention when the Nishan Toli marches past.
निशान रक्षक दल भाई से धीरे चल।
Everyone is requested to rise to pay respect to the Nishan Toli. Ladies and gentlemen, the trooping of the school flag.
Hey, come here, hurry. Come here, sit down, down.
5 minutes.
There. In a left line with them. 3 o'clock.
No, we are going down to the packed and everything.
Yeah.
We'll go down only in time.
Yeah.
We have nothing more to do now. So you tell Hari to come here. She'll leave him here. And we'll go. We'll leave him.
No, I don't need it. अगर आपने लेके जाना है ले जाओ.
नहीं, हम नहीं लेंगे.
Yes, there is. हाँ, then I can. In any case, you guys can't drive with Hari here around. Already 4 लोग हैं क्या?
No, that also plus I don't like it.
Can I drive?
It's very So now there will be no traffic.
Get out. Yeah.
बाबा का बाबा का फोन चला तो ओनली कैन कॉल
कितने?
वो उठे बैठ के आने साथ आगे जाके साथ
प्रीति एंड बाप भी कितने बैठे थे? आज वो भी बता दिया.
You just saw them, yeah.
I didn't see anybody.
They're sitting next to the shop. And up the shop.
He said you are हाँ जी इसमें लाल मान है
We just call up and ask him where is it. Your phone is not मेरी तरफ नहीं आ सकता
71st Founders Day celebration. On behalf of the Lawrence School Sanawar Society, the Board of Governors, staff and students, I extend a warm welcome to all our distinguished guests, parents and all Sanawarians, especially the batches of 1958, 1968 and 1993 who are celebrating their diamond, golden and silver jubilees respectively. Welcome you all. Please join me in welcoming our chief guest for today, Lieutenant General Surinder Singh, General Officer Commanding in Chief, Western Command. Lieutenant General Surinder Singh, an alumnus of the National Defence Academy, Khadakwasla, was commissioned into the 2nd Battalion, the Brigade of the Guards, in 1979 and later commanded the same unit. In a distinguished military career spanning over 4 decades, he has tenanted critical command and staff appointments in active counter-insurgency and operational environments. He has held important operational appointments in Military Operations Directorate and Perspective Planning Directorate at the Army Headquarters. The General Officer has vast experience in operational logistics as well, having tenanted key logistic appointments on the Western Front. He also has had the distinction of serving with the United Nations Peacekeeping Force in Liberia. The General Officer is a graduate of the Staff College, Camberley in the UK the Higher Command course in the National Defence College. He has served as an instructor at the Infantry School and the College of Military Engineering. He has commanded an armoured brigade, a division in Strike Corps and operationally committed corps in the Eastern Command before taking over the Western Command. Lieutenant General Surinder Singh is the proud recipient of the Bar to Ati Vishishta Seva Medal, Vishishta Seva Medal and the ADC for his distinguished service to the nation. He is also the Colonel of the Brigade of the Guards. Thank you, sir, for taking time out for us today here out of your busy schedule. Ladies and gentlemen, this year's Class 12 Cbse results, the batch average in English and the best 3 subjects was 87.85%. Chaitali Verma of Humanities stream scored the highest percentage of 97.25%. Harshvardhan Kolta with 97% and Srijini Sankar Barik with 96.50% stood first in the Commerce and the Science streams respectively. In a batch of 65 students, 34 students secured 90% and above and 22 scored between 80 to 89%. This was something I thought I must share with all of you here because many of you, old Sanarians' parents, are often concerned about the science results in the school. So here we go. The class average of physics this year, which was 88.60%, chemistry, which was 85%, and mathematics, which is 79.72%, has been the highest in the last 18 years. 7 students in the top 10 of the school class 12 result this year are from the science stream. The class 10 CBSE board examinations resumed this year after a gap of 8 years. The overall class average was 79% and Tushar Garg secured the highest percentage of 97.40%. In order to acknowledge and award our students in the fields of academics and sports, we have introduced 2 new awards this year. The Scholars Blazer is to acknowledge the consistent and exceptional academic performance for showing a scholarly bent of mind, for having delved into other realms of school activities, and for having shown a flair for literary pursuits. And I'm happy to announce that the first Scholar Blazer of the school goes to Parth Pant. We have also introduced a Sports Blazer to acknowledge the consistent and exceptional performance in sports, for having delved into other realms of school activities, and for having demonstrated strong leadership skills. And I'm happy to announce that 2 of our students have been given the Sports Blazer this year. They are Sonam Wangmo and Guneet Singh Talwar. A team of 3 students represented Sanawar at Infinity 2018, a mathematical conclave at Aditya Birla World School in Mumbai in January this year. Tushar Garg and Keshav Kumar won gold medals for getting state rank 1 in their respective age groups at the level 1 of the Mathematics Olympiad, and both qualified for level 2. At level 2, Keshav Kumar got the state rank 1 and overall Olympiad rank of 96. A team of 3 students represented Sanawar at the All India Inter-School Mathematics Quiz Bhaskar 2018 at BRCM Bahal in Haryana. Sanawar topped the preliminary round and finished 4th overall in the final round. Vedic math classes are being held for lower 3 to upper 4 on a weekly basis. 5 students of lower 5 participated in the IT Fest held at the LK Singhania Education Center at Gotan in Rajasthan in November last year. Selected students from lower 3 to lower 5 and also from lower 6 and upper 6 visited Infosys at Chandigarh in August this year. 27 students participated in an educational trip to NASA in Orlando, where the students were exposed to the fields of meteorology, telemetry, and they also came to know how NASA performs successful space missions. They also participated in a rocketry workshop and tried their hands at robotics. The group also learned about payload integration and how to plan and efficiently carry out a weather balloon launch. 100 students of Lower 4 participated in a rocketry workshop which was held in the school. The students learned the technical points associated with model rocket making. All the students made their Typhoon-type model rockets which were successfully launched on this very place, Peace. Our team participated in an inter-school science quiz competition at St. Luke's School, Solon, and finished runners-up. Our students participated in an inter-school quiz at Army Public School, Dakshai, secured the 3rd position. We also participated in a science quiz at St. John's School, Chandigarh. Our school participated in a Hindi poem writing competition held at Vidya Devi Jindal School, Hisar in August. Yakshita Bansal got the 3rd prize in this competition. Our school participated in Bhanu Pratap Ashu Bhashan and Ashu Nibandh competition held at Indian Public School, Dehradun in August. We also participated in the Kamla Jeevan inter-school Hindi debate held at the Doon School, Dehradun. We participated in the Kashi Naresh Wag Vibhuti Narayan Singh Akhil Bharatiya inter-school Hindi debate held at RIMC Dehradun later in September. In the 2nd level of International Olympiad of English Language, Ujjwal Kotwal got the state rank 2, Priyam Gupta state rank 1, and Arindam Bhatia state rank 2 in their respective age categories. In July this year, the school debating team comprising of Riddhi Khurana, Yudeep Singh Gaikwad and Avanti Agrawal participated in the 5th Claude Martin Inter-School English Debates at Lamartiniya College, Lucknow. Riddhi Khurana was declared the best speaker in the first debate that we won against Vasant Valley School, Delhi. Jayaveer Singh, Yudeep Singh Gaikwad and Avanti Agrawal also represented us in an inter-school English debate which was held at Vivek High School, Chandigarh. 14 teams participated and there were 3 rounds. Sana was declared the runners-up and Jayaveer Singh was declared the best speaker in the final rounds of the debate. We also participated in a literary festival held at Weinberg Ellen School, Mussoorie. In the inter-school English debate for classes 9 and 10, Nupur Sharma was declared the best speaker for the motion and for rebuttal, while Ananya Kohli was the best speaker against the motion. The school lifted the trophy for being the winners of the debate. In an inter-school spell bee competition in the same school, 4 separate divisions were involved. Arman Veer Singh Bhatia of Upper 3 secured the 2nd position in the Spell B Division 1, which was for classes 5 and 6. Satvik Narula of Upper 5 was awarded the trophy for outstanding performance in Division 3, which was for classes 9 and 10. And Rishabh Preet Singh of Upper 6 secured the 2nd position in the Spell B, which was Division 4 for classes 11 and 12. Arushi Thakur was declared the best speaker for the rebuttal in J.K. Kate Memorial Conclave held at PTS Nabha. Earlier in the year, a 5-day workshop for developing debating skills was organized in the school in the month of March. One Step Up workshop on communication skills was organized for all the lower 4 and upper 4 students also in the month of March. A group of 10 students and 1 teacher went to Slovenia for the World Schools debate in the month of June and July. Another group of 8 students, accompanied by a member of staff, visited Edinburgh in the month of August to stage a play, Panchkanya, in the Fringe Festival. Their performance was applauded by one and all, and the experience of one of its own kind. The Lawrence School Sanawar got the distinction of being the only school to represent India at the Fringe Festival at Edinburgh. The 2nd edition of the Sanawar Literary Festival, which had the theme Mystery, was successfully organized by the English faculty in November last year. 16 schools participated. Sanawar team comprising of Nikshita Taneja and Mahit Dhanova stood first in the preliminary as well as the final round of the literary quiz. Sanawar team was the runners-up in the book critique as well as in the costume drama. The 3rd edition of Sanawar Literary Festival, which has the theme Humor, is scheduled for the 1st and the 2nd of November this year. And this year we are also introducing a Hindi section to this literary festival. English Debating Society meetings and literary club meetings are a regular feature. In the inter-school business quiz held at St. John's High School, Chandigarh in August, a business quiz team comprising of Arindam Bhatia, Riddhi Khurana and Achintya Sood won laurels for the school when they beat 58 teams from 28 schools to win this quiz. They topped the screening round as well. A B team comprising of Shan Singh Chabra, Viraj Singh Rekhi and Rivan Singh Khara were not too far behind. They stood 3rd in the screening round and 6th overall. 16 schools from North India participated in an inter-school business quiz held at Vivek High School, Chandigarh in August. Our team, again comprising of Arindam Bhatia, Riddhi Khurana and Achintya Sood, did us proud again by outwitting all of the schools and winning the trophy. This was the 2nd year in succession. Our own Kirloskar quiz. 19 top-notch schools from the country participated in the 14th Kirloskar Business Quiz, which was held here in the school in September. The Sanawar team, comprising of again of 3 stalwarts, Arindam Bhatia, Riddhi Khurana and Achintya Sood, won the quiz for the 3rd consecutive year. It is worth mentioning that our business quiz team has performed exceedingly well, winning 3 quizzes in a row this year and 7 business quizzes in succession starting from 2016. The inaugural edition of the Lawrence School Sanawar Model United Nations, Sanawar MUN 18, was organized by the Faculty of Humanities, which was held on the 18th and 20th of May this year. This international conference saw 130 delegates from 12 schools participating. Our students performed very well. At individual level, the Secretary General Award was bagged by the delegate of Fiji, Nachal Gill, and the Best Delegation Award was won by the Lawrence School, Sanawar. Apart from our own MUN, we participated in 3 other MUNs. At Vivek High School MUN in Chandigarh, which was in July, Javeer Singh got the 1st position as the Best Delegate and Arindam Bhatia the 3rd position in the respective committees. At Bhavan Vidyalaya MUN conference at Chandigarh, in August again, Manik Aluwalia got the 2nd position and Janasheen Bala got the 3rd position in the respective committees. At the Doon School MUN conference, which was held in August, Javeer Singh, Arindam Bhatia, Nachal Gill and Simar Gavadia got verbal mention in their respective committees. The Humanities faculty organized a first of its kind heritage exhibition on the 10th of August. The resource person was Mr. Rohit Khanna, a famous antiquarian and exhibitor from Madhya Pradesh. The exhibition showcased old and antique artifacts that included some from the Indus Valley civilization. Our students have been exposed to the latest in the fields of art, sculpture, psychology and MUNing. To further the educational process, the school is organizing regular outstation trips. A trip for the senior school students was organized to the Art Museum in Chandigarh for the students doing art and sculpture. A trip to Geological Survey of India for geography students. A history trip to Indian Institute of Advanced Study in Shimla. And there was another one to Sanawar in Punjab to see the ruins of the Indus Valley civilization. In the IAYP, which was earlier called the Duke of Edinburgh Award, 29 students qualified for the bronze level, 24 for silver, and 15 for the gold medal from our school. We are making our presence felt in the field of music as well. A group song team participated in a group song competition at Sarva Hitkari Siksha Niketan School, which is at Kumarhatti. Our team got the 1st position and they have qualified for the state level competition, which will be held later this month. A music workshop was conducted in Sanawar in the 1st week of May. It was to sensitize and train the students in the various Indian folk songs and Hindi group songs. Dr. K.K. Mishra was the resource person. The students were taught to harmonize various musical notes into folk tunes of different states. The workshop culminated in a group performance on the stage for the audience, and I think all of us were enthralled. 50 boys and girls from from prep department till upper 6 and 10 members of staff were a part of Coro Vesper, a chorals evening in the month of August. The repertoire ranged from the classical era to modern era, while the choir mesmerized the audience with traditional hymns like All Things Bright and Beautiful. They also got the audience tapping to Brown Girl in the Ring by Boney M and Top of the World by the Carpenters. A month's workshop conducted by Mr. Daniel Massey was instrumental in bringing out the best amongst our students. In the Jindal Art Festival at Vidya Devi Jindal School in Hisar, Swamini Singh Thakur and Fartesh Ramana were awarded the 3rd prize for clay modeling competition. Our SUPW department has been quite active as usual. Our students went out to a nearby village called Gara near Garkal. They helped in the construction of 2 toilets and a septic tank for the local community, and are also very instrumental in making a cemented walking path for the villagers. Our students carried out regularly orphanage services to Dakshai and Savatu. Extensive tree plantation was carried out on campus by the lower 6th and upper 6th students. This year we have planted about 80 chinar saplings on campus, and I am really thankful to Mr. Gulbagh Singh, who is an old Sanawar as a parent, for helping us out in providing those saplings. 45 students and 7 members of staff took part in the conservation and cleanliness drive of the Kalka Shimla Heritage Railway track. We were not oblivious to the need of Kerala after the disastrous floods, so the school students and staff got together and we collected a total amount of 2,28,641 rupees. Why I am giving you exact figures is you must be wondering how is it coming from the students. So let me tell you, the students were so graceful to say that they are not going to have 2 ice cream servings. And believe me, ladies and gentlemen, 2 servings of ice cream gone, it means almost 50,000 rupees. So that contribution has come from the students alone. The rest came from the staff donation from this side. We have a formalized career guidance program for upper 5, lower 6 and upper 6 students, where regular feedback and handouts are provided to them. This year, we invited the director of the Institute of Career Studies in Lucknow, Dr. Amrita Das, who addressed the parents and the students of upper 5 about career and subject choices. In the last week of April this year, 4 students, along with me and the exchange coordinators, were hosted by the High Commissioner of India in Sri Lanka, Mr. Taranjeet Singh Sandhu. He's an old Sanawar batch of 1979, Nilgiri House. It was a goodwill tour with the intention of exploring the possibilities of starting exchange programs with the schools there. The delegation was privileged to meet the Sri Lankan Prime Minister, as well as we visited 2 prestigious schools, the Royal College Colombo and Richmond College at Gaul. 12 boys and girls, after finishing with their class 10 board examinations, got an opportunity to go for educational cum cultural exchange programs to the schools in the UK, Australia and South Africa. A total of 10 boys and girls were hosted by us, and you can see some of them with us here today. A delegation of 7 boys and girls along with 2 teachers from the Fessenden School, USA were hosted by us in March this year. A delegation of 10 boys and girls along with a member of staff will be proceeding for a group exchange to the Blake School in the USA soon after the Founders celebrations. One of our teachers will be hosted by the Fessenden School, which is near Boston, and 2 teachers to Penrith College in South Africa early next year. Our students and staff will be taking an active part in round square activities. 2 of our teachers participated in the Round Square International Service Project for Adults, in which teachers from 5 different countries participated. Later on, 5 students and 1 member of staff participated in a Round Square Service Project, which was conducted in the Garhwal Hills. 14 students, comprising of both boys and girls, attended the Round Square International Conference. The first one was at Welham Boys School, Dehradun, which was for the juniors, and recently some of them came back from the Lower Canada College in Montreal. The prefects had a fruitful one-to-one interaction with the subject expert on the emotional intelligence and leadership styles. There was a session held last term, and a follow-up session was held in September this term. A group of 10 students and 4 members of staff represented the school at the Sanawar Dialogues, a series of lectures organized by the Whole Sanawarian Society at Manekshaw Center in New Delhi on 20th of May. The distinguished speakers were the 3 service chiefs of the Indian Defence Forces. A cyber safety interactive session with the well-known expert in this field, Mr. Rakshit Tandon, was held for juniors as well as senior students on 22nd of May. Mr. Tandon's presentation was an eye-opener not only for the students but for us, the staff, as well. The school is committed towards staff professional development, and 2 days off-campus workshop was held in February for staff and also for 2 days in July this term, which saw the members of teaching staff, hobby staff, matrons and the administrative heads grossly engaged in activities and discussions revolving around empowerment, team spirit, trust and excellence. A follow-up workshop on safety and security drills has been scheduled after founders for all the teaching staff, hobby staff, matrons and administrative staff and a few selected support staff. In addition to this, we will also hold a workshop on persona excellence and effective communication for our hobby staff, matrons and administrative staff after founders. I will be holding a workshop for our teaching staff on the topic Theatre in Education, highlighting the importance and impact of various nuances of dramatics and theatre in classroom teaching. A multi-speciality health camp was organized in school in November in association with Fortis Hospital, Mohali. Also, a workshop on emergency management for hospital staff was conducted by Fortis Hospital, Mohali. All the students and staff were vaccinated with the quadri-flu vaccine as a preventive measure against viral fever. Blood donation camp was organized in school, and 45 members of staff and 2 old Sanawarians who happened to be on school that day donated blood. We have upgraded our internet lease line of the BSNL from 20 Mbps to 30 Mbps for better speed. In fact, yesterday's programs and today's parade were being streamed live across the globe thanks to some technology which has been introduced now. A 3D printer has been recently installed with the intention of exposing our children to the modern technology. So if you have been visiting the exhibitions in the computer science department, you will see the 3D printer in action. We are increasing the number of access points for the Wi-Fi facility on campus. 28 CCTV cameras are already operational on campus, and we intend to add about 25 more in the next few months. Moving on to sports, Ronald Karmarba represented IPSC Junior Soccer Team in the 63rd National School Football Championship held at Jammu in December last year. Udayveer Singh Toor won the first position in Jalandhar District Shooting Championship 2017 in the .177 peach sight rifle shooting. He also won 2 silver medals in the Shimla District Shooting Championship held this year under 21 and under 19 age categories respectively. Harman Singh Kohli participated in an Open International Taekwondo Championship which was held in Delhi. In the cadet boys category, he won a gold medal. Sanawar Girls Under 17 team participated in the IPSC Soccer Girls Under 17 tournament held at Mayo Girls College, Ajmer in July. The team secured the 4th position. Pavit Sidhu was declared the best defender of the tournament. Pavit Sidhu, Mansha Kaur Barar and Aanchal Chawla have been selected as members of the IPSC team for the National School Games. The boys soccer 11 participated in the 21st Bhupender Singh Memorial Soccer Tournament and secured the 2nd place. We had a very close encounter with our old rivals Bishop Cotton School, where eventually we lost on penalty shootout. Vansh Bajaj was declared the best defender of the tournament. Sanawar shooters participated in the Himachal Pradesh state shooting trials and 7 of our shooters have qualified for the National Shooting Championship, which will be held later this year. These students are Himangini Chipper, Anshuta Thakur, Muskan Suri, Surasri Kutela, Suryaveer Singh Kadian, Arjun Aluwalia and Udayveer Singh too. The Lawrence School Sanawar and Pine Grove School Dharampur jointly hosted the All India IPSC Soccer Boys Under-17 tournament in which 22 school teams participated. Sanawar reached the quarterfinals. 3 of our boys, Ronald Karmarba, Rahul Singh and Zorawar Singh were selected for the IPSC soccer team for the National School Games. We also participated in the IPSC Hockey Boys Under-17 tournament at YPS Patiala. Saket Mehra, Kartik Bura and Adityaveer Singh Chandel have been selected for the IPSC team for the National School Games. Our soccer girls under-14 team will be participating in an IPSC girls under-14 tournament which will be held in Pine Grove School starting tomorrow. In our effort to improve and enhance various facilities and quality of life on campus, a lot of work is being constantly done. I'm sure most of you would have seen the changes in the washrooms and the toilets. So we try to cover certain areas, the GD upper dormitory, BD boys bathroom, bathhouse, the common wash area and the toilets, all BD night fans in the dormitories, the PD school toilets, the classroom and the PD outer toilets in PD and the girls toilet and the staff toilets in Birdwood. We also did a lot of renovation work in staff accommodation both for teaching staff as well as for support staff. The recarpeting of the road has been done quite extensively with covering a lot of space and the work will be still on. Chain link fencing around the periphery of the school work has been completed for about 1800 meters and foundation work has been done for another 400 meters and we have to cover a total perimeter of about 4.15 kilometers. A lot of work is being done on the wooden flooring of most of the dormitories and this will be a continuous process. To resolve the water issue, the school has signed an undertaking with the Irrigation and Public Health Department of Himachal Pradesh government on a water lifting project under the PPP mode where when the project comes about, we are getting 150 liters of water per day. To ease out the water shortage issue further, a dedicated pipeline with a private company has been commissioned and it is functional. We have also tried to lit up the Birdwood and the chapel by fixing certain LED lights and I'm sure some of you and many of you maybe would have seen that. This year we are making an additional change. We are introducing the entrance test for class 6 as well. So this year in November the entrance test will be held for lower 3, upper 3 as well as lower 4. And for the convenience of parents and prospective students from the northeastern states, Guwahati is being added as another center this year. The Board of Governors have been very supportive of the initiative and project the school has been requesting for. Last year I had announced to you all that some projects have already been approved by the board and this includes the new girls' dormitory, expansion and renovation of the central dining hall, projects on rainwater harvesting, sporting complexes and a performing arts center. Currently, we are working on an elaborate master plan for the entire school to ensure optimum utilization of space. I briefly shared with you all the master plan last evening. Copies, extensive details of this plan are on display at strategic locations. So please have a look. We intend to finalize the draft by the end of this year. We will invite suggestions and ideas from all of you and you may write to us on an email ID which I shared with you all earlier, feedback@sanawar.edu.in. Most of these projects are high-cost projects and cannot be financed by the school fee alone. And that is where I keep requesting all stakeholders, especially our old Sanawarians, to be of help to their alma mater. I've had a very positive response from the 2 old Sanawarian reunions I participated recently at Toronto and in New York, and all of them present in those 2 reunions have given me the unflinching support in taking the school to greater heights. We are already way ahead in terms of reviving the FOSS. which is the Friends of Sanawar School, in order to take up the matter of financial feasibilities. We want to take it on a more professional manner, and I would like all of you to contribute in whichever way you can to help the school. Last year, I spoke to you all about the possibility of introducing an international curriculum in Sanawar. I have taken up the matter with the Board of Governors, and I'm quite hopeful that soon we will be able to introduce one international curriculum along with Cbse in the school. We have been acknowledging the achievements of old Sanawarians in various spheres of life. Every year we honor an old Sanawarian for their contribution to the world outside. This year we made a conscious decision of acknowledging the achievements of 3 of our illustrious alumni. Later, when the prize distribution takes place, we will be requesting these illustrious alumni to please come up and receive their prizes. But they are Professor Dame Parveen June Kumar, class of 1958, Shivalik House; Mr. Arup Kumar Datta, class of 1962, Himalaya House; and Mr. Ajit Bajaj, class of 1983, Shivalik House. We are honored to have you all here today. In fact, there is a student of batch of 2019 who left us a bit early. His name is Arjun Singh Chima, and he wrote an email to me just 3 days back telling me about his achievements, and he's already carved a niche for himself. He is right now an acclaimed international shooter. So he is another OS achiever in the making. We are heading towards our 175th year, which will be 2022. We intend to begin the march towards this landmark year by sending an all-girls team to Mount Kilimanjaro, the highest mountain in Africa, sometime in July next year. And I urge the girls from the school to come forward. Once we meet after founders, we'll take it up more seriously. Mr. Ajit Bajaj is working very closely with us, and either Mr. Bajaj or his daughter, who is perhaps heading towards Kilimanjaro today, will be spearheading this expedition. I take this opportunity to welcome in absentia our new chairperson of the Lawrence School Sanawar Society and the Board of Governors of the school, Mrs. Reena Ray, IAS, Secretary, School Education and Literacy, Ministry of HRD. I also welcome in absentia the Chief of Staff, Western Command, Lieutenant General P.M. Bali, who is an ex officio member of the Lawrence School Sanawar Society and the Board of Governors of the school. I wish to also thank our previous chairman, Mr. Anil Suru, for his dynamic leadership and support. Finally, I wish to thank all the members of the Lawrence School Sanawar Society and the Board of Governors, the Old Sanawarian Society, all the Old Sanawarians, parents, all well-wishers and friends of the school for their trust, guidance and their unflinching support that has helped us to take another step forward towards taking the best school of all to greater heights. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen and dear students, for your patience. With this, I conclude my speech, and I request our most worthy Chief Guest, Lieutenant General Surinder Singh, to please address us all.
The headmaster, Mr. Vinay Pandey, distinguished faculty and staff of the Lawrence School, august gathering of Sanawarians past and present, parents, guests and dear children. It's a matter of great honor for me to have been invited to the 171st Founders Day of this very fine school. I readily and very happily agreed to be here because this school has historical linkages with the armed forces. Before independence as well as thereafter. This school has given the armed forces many distinguished officers, and a large number of them are present here amongst us today, and many of them well known to me and dear friends. Of course, we are all standing here in Second Lieutenant Arun Khetrapal Paramveer Chakra Stadium. What better association the Army could have with this school? The acts of this young hero, one of our youngest Paramveer Chakras in the armed forces, is good enough for the Army to make sure that we have a continuous association with this school. I will address basically the very smart, bright young students of the school present here. You're all very privileged, I think, to be getting an opportunity to study in a school which is not only steeped in great history and ethos, but also which provides you such well-rounded education. I have seen the range of activities that the school partakes in. We have over the last 2 days seen your performances, whether it was the dramatics or the tattoo dances, band show, drill, parade, PT. And like the headmaster just listed, what all this school does, I think for students, young people, this is a phenomenal opportunity to hone your skills and to develop into very, very fine, well-rounded citizens of this country. So, my advice to children, just like a sponge, absorb all that you see around you, all that your teachers tell you, and all that the old Sanawarians, when they visit your school, show. As you grow, choose wisely the line that you wish to take in life. It's important not to be pressurized into an area of work, but to do something that is close to your heart. Because if you love what you are doing, then work is not work, but it's pleasure. And that is when your best will come out. And as you go ahead, you'll find that in today's world, you'll be exposed to a phenomenal amount of information that is available on various mediums. Again, choose wisely what you want to absorb and what you would want to have a look and put it aside. It is important that we choose the right over wrong. I know the right is always more difficult, but it is the right path, it is the better path. So, as you move in life, be good children, be good students, grow up to be good citizens of this country. Law-abiding, those who will care for the weak, those who will care for the society and not just yourself. And I think that will be your contribution not only to your school but to the society and to this country. We have seen your motto, never give in. And I think again, Second Lieutenant Arun Khetrapal absolutely exemplified it. When he had a tank in battle which stopped working, he would have left that place and he was asked to leave that place. But since his gun was working still, tank gun, he refused to give in. And he continued to be there, and I think that is the spirit that he imbibed in the school. And it was further honed by the training that the army gave it to him. It is when you do the right thing, you hang on there, against all adversities, and believe me, as you grow up, there will be many adverse situations. It's not that you will not fail. So the strength doesn't lie in being strong and doing the right thing. The strength is failing and then again getting up and moving ahead. It is an occasion where you must look back at your history, at the rich legacy and ethos of this school. All people before you who have been here have done this institution proud. Now it is your time. I'm sure as days goes past, all the young students who are here will grow up to be fine young men and women. Whichever service they wish to join, whichever field of work they will do well, and they will make their school and their country proud. It's been wonderful, and I can imagine the amount of hard work that would have gone into the events that have been put up in the last 2 days, not only by the students, but by the faculty and the support staff. My compliments to each one of you for an outstanding function that you have organized. And for me personally and for my wife here, it's been an honor and a pleasure. Thank you very much, and keep doing well. Keep shining. Thank you.
May I now request the chief guest to give away the prizes. Chief of the Army Staff's Trophy for having been adjudged the best all-round boy in class 12 for the year 2017-18 goes to Kushan Singh of Vindhya House. Chief of the Army Staff's Trophy for having been adjudged the best all-round girl in class 12 for the year 2017-18 goes to Gaurika Mehtani of Himalaya House. Yashpal Chaudhary Gold Medal and late Captain Zabar Singh Cash Award of Rs 15,000 for standing first in Class 12 March 2018 Board Exam 97.27% is awarded to Chitali Verma of Shivalik House. Nelly Lovell Gold Medal and a cash award of Rs 10,000 for standing first in Class 12 March 2018 Board Exam in Science Stream 96.58% is awarded to Srijini Shankar Barik of Nilgiri House. Shri Shadi Ram Gold Medal and a cash award of Rs 10,000 for standing first in Class 12 March 2018 board exam in Commerce stream. 97% is awarded to Harshvardhan Singh Kholta of Shivalik House. Srimati Bhagwanti Devi Gold Medal and a cash award of Rs 10,000 for standing first in Class 12 March 2018 board exam in Humanities. 97.27% is awarded to Chaitanya Verma of Shivalik House. Vivek Santa Cash Award of Rs 25,000 for the year 2017 goes to Hamilari Kurba Maulong of Vindhya House, who was the MI Prefect of Boys Department in 2017. Jajodia Community Service cash prize of Rs 2,000 is awarded to a student who renders selfless service towards community in different activities under Round Square service programs. For the year 2017, this prize is awarded to Kushan Singh of Vindhya House. The Thimaya Cup for Organizational Ability for the year 2017 goes to Ruchita Sharma of Shivalik House. Cargill Cup for Progress for the year 2017 goes to Abhay Sharma of Shivalik House. Chief of Army Staff's Cup for Best Cadet for the year 2017 is awarded to Kushan Singh of Vindhya House. Neelu Sharma trophy and a cash award of ₹5,000 for performing arts for the year 2017 goes to Srijani Shankar Barak of Military House.
Khetrapal Trophy for the school band leader for the year 2017 is awarded to Abhijit Singh Sidhu of Himalaya House. The Somnath Trophy for Excellence was instituted by the batch of 1963 with the objective that it would inspire the students to understand, appreciate and always pursue the virtue of excellence as the only and desirable benchmark of achievement. It is awarded to a boy or a girl who strives to excel in academics, participates and performs in maximum school activities. The Somnath Trophy for Excellence and the Scroll for the year 2017 is awarded to Gaurika Mehtani of Himalaya House. Catherine Longman Cup for Public Speaking for the year 2017 goes to Vindhya House. Chief of the Air Staff's Trophy for Academic Excellence for the year 2017 goes to Vindhya House. The Mahindra Search for Talent Scholarship. The Mahindra Search for Talent Scholarship for the year 2017 is awarded to the following students for standing first in all 4 sections of their respective classes. All of them receive an amount of ₹10,000 each, which has already been credited to their accounts. I request them to come forward and collect their certificates. Sanvi Khurana of Shivalik House for Class 7. Nupur Sharma of Himalaya House for Class 8. Satvik Narula of Nilgiri House for Class 9. Tushar Garg of Vindhya House for Class 10. Parth Pant of Himalaya House for Class 11.
Blazer is awarded to acknowledge the consistent and exceptional performance in sports, for having delved into other realms of school activities, and for having demonstrated strong leadership skills. For the year 2018, it is awarded to Guneet Singh Talwar and Sonam Wangmo. Is awarded to acknowledge the consistent and exceptional academic performance, for showing a scholarly bent of mind, and for having delved into other realms of school activities, for having shown a flair for literary pursuits. For the year 2018 is awarded to Parth Pal. OS Achievers Award. Dame Parveen Joon Kumar, 1958 SGD. Professor Dame Parveen Kumar. After leaving Sanawar, she finished her education in England and then schooled at St. Bartholomew's in medicine. Ma'am then stayed on in England and went on to marry Dr. David Lever. Ma'am has held many national and international positions in the field of medicine and has also authored medical textbooks. Dame Parveen has received many honors and honorary degrees. She was awarded the CBE and DBE, Dame Commander of the British Empire, last year by Her Majesty the Queen for her contribution to medicine and medical education. Dame Parveen Kumar has never forgotten the education and values learnt here in Sanawar. She's been described as an excellent clinician, an exceptional teacher and preeminent physician of her generation. She is a physician and gastroenterologist and also teaches, examines and lectures medical students and young doctors in the UK and all over the world. She is currently Professor of Medicine and Education at Barts and the London School of Medicine, Queen Mary, University of London. Ma'am, we welcome you here today.
Mr. Arup Kumar Datta, batch of 1962 Himalaya House. Mr. Arup Kumar Datta is a full-time internationally acclaimed author who writes for adults as well as young people. His latest work is a novel titled The Bag, launched in September 2018 by Niyogi Publishers, New Delhi. Credited with creating what is veritably a new genre of gripping fiction set in India, Arup Kumar Datta also writes for young people. Some of his juvenile adventure novels are Blind Witness, Smack, Revenge, Save the Pool, and Oh Dear, just to name a few. Sir, we welcome you here today. Mr. Ajit Bajaj, batch of 1983, Shivalik House. Ajit Bajaj is a mountaineer, adventurer, explorer, and entrepreneur. He is the first Indian to have completed the Polar Trilogy by skiing to the North Pole, the South Pole, and across Greenland. With over 30 years of experience in adventure sports, he is the first Asian to have rafted and kayaked some of the most challenging rivers in the world, spanning 6 continents. In May 2018, Ajit Bajaj and his daughter Diya became the first Indian father-daughter duo to scale Mount Everest, and they are also the first Indian father-daughter duo to have climbed Mount Everest from the harder north side in Tibet. He has also been felicitated with the Hall of Fame Award by the Adventure Tour Operators Association of India for his contribution and growth of adventure tourism in India. Mr. Ajit Bajaj was conferred the Padma Shri in 2013 by the President of India. Sir, we welcome you here.
The NIP Man Teacher of the Year. The NIP Man Teacher of the Year Award is presented to a staff member in the testimony and recognition of outstanding efforts in instilling self-confidence and discipline in his or her students. This prestigious award for the year 2017-18 goes to Ms. Ashley Solomon, which carries a cash award of Rs 25,000. 59ers Teachers Excellence Award. The Teachers Excellence Award is given to a member of teaching staff on behalf of the alumni of the class of 1959 in recognition of outstanding achievement in instructing and motivating students to achieve highest potential in Cbse Class 12 examination. In the subject of Bio, the 59ers Teachers Excellence Award for the year 2017-18 goes to Dr. Gautam Mandal, which carries a cash award of 60,000. May I now request the headmaster to give away our token of appreciation to the worthy chief guest.
With this, we come to an end of today's proceedings, but it will be unfair on my part, before I conclude, if I don't thank people who were behind the scene and who were really working hard. I would like to begin with my students. Many not behind the scene, right in front of you, but ladies and gentlemen, these students have been sweating it out for more than 2 months now. And don't forget, it's not just PT they are doing, it's not just the parade they are practicing for, it's not just the drama they are rehearsing for, where their teachers expect them to be attentive in the classrooms, finish their assignments on time, do well in the tests, and not to forget you, the parents, who keep saying, why are the marks not good? So, I would like all of you to join your hands once again to give a round of applause to all the students. And working very closely with these students are the members of staff. So I would like to thank all the members of teaching staff, administrative staff, and the support staff who were really instrumental in ensuring that everything ran spick and span and smoothly. Thank you all very much. I would also like to thank all the parents, all the old scenarians who are here today. Your support means a lot to us. Thank you all very much for being here. There are a lot of people who were not a member of staff here, but I think their contribution and effort cannot be undermined. So I would like to begin by thanking Nayak Magan Singh and Nayak Rashpal Singh. साथ भी लोग आप जहाँ भी हो, मैं खुद एक एनसीसी ऑफिसर स्कूल में रहा और पिछले 2.5 सालों से मैं एनसीसी की परेड प्रैक्टिस देख रहा हूँ। पर जो जोश और जो उत्साह आप दोनों ने इन बच्चों में डाला है वो तारीफ के काबिल है। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। I would also like to thank Mr. Zubeen Mehta for ensuring that the school play was of highest order and caliber, because I think everyone I have met since the play has been talking volumes about the performance. Well done, Mr. Zubeen Mehta. Mr. Gaurav, who choreographed a few of the dances which you saw yesterday, I would like to thank Mr. Gaurav and his entire team also for their help contribution. Well done. Thank you. The batches of 58, 68 and 93, you have a special place in Sana's heart. Today, of course you have a special place always, but this is a special moment for all of you, and I thank you all once again for being here with us today. And finally, I would like to thank our chief guest, Lieutenant General Surendra Singh and Mrs. Singh, for being here with us today and gracing this occasion with their presence. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. We are going to meet again next year, 2020. And one of the plans that we have in mind is by the time you come here next year, this will be a transformed place. So one of the first projects we are taking out is the renovation of East State. We have sufficient funds with us, I think, at the moment, to start off the work possibly in December this year. But I'm quite hopeful before the dawn of 2020, we will be seeing a new East State in a new avatar. Thank you all very much and see you all next year.
Ladies and gentlemen, food stalls are open in staff courts. Please do visit them.
We'll conclude by singing the national anthem.